to you by Boer Remodeling, Booher, BoerRemodeling.com. Your kitchen, your bathroom, that basement, and turning it into a home theater, whatever it is, Boer has got you covered. If it's inside your four walls, Boer Remodeling is the call. And that bathroom, that dilapidated, old, falling apart, dear Lord, I don't want to be in here. My God, what is that crawling in the walls bathroom? You don't need to live like that. You can make the change. And the problem is that you know that it's going to be all right if I don't have the bathroom and the inconvenience and how are we going to do this. And work with Boer Remodeling because they're going to work with you so you know exactly what's happening every step of the way so you don't have all the downtime, so you don't have all the stress. You've got a plan. You work towards a plan, and then you've got a bathroom with that spa-like feel that works for you, that works for your family, a shower that works, a spacious tub, a lot of room to maneuver in, all of the top features because that's what they do. They work with the best materials. They work with the most skilled craftsmen. We're talking about custom Amish cabinets made right here in Indiana and the highest quality brand names that you know and trust. Talk to Boer Remodeling today because they're ready to work with you. They understand they have been doing this for 2 decades. You've got ideas. They're going to help turn those into reality. And yes, your bathroom can be the spa you've always wanted it to be. Talk to Boer today. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Boer Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Boer. Booher. BoerRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn because there is more. And there is always more. This was a back and forth on CNN. And it was a back and forth regarding illegal immigration and what we've seen from these deportations. The left is still outraged that people who are here illegally, when I say illegal deportations, I mean the deportation of people who are here illegally. I don't think that any of them are illegal, nor do I think that any of them are immoral. I think that when President Trump says, maybe if you're working on a farm, maybe we'll hold off. See, I think that's wrong. That's a very different take than where the left is, which doesn't believe that you should be allowed to deport anybody. And the problem is you're just a bigot xenophobe. We have rules, we have laws, they should be followed. So this was an interesting back and forth because it has now led to, if you're going to engage in these deportations, my gosh, what's different between this and a concentration camp?
We don't know if they were looking for someone. We don't know if they arrested anybody. But clearly, whoever they were looking for, there was no one there but kids.
Well, I think this is the challenge I have with even talking about this. We are normalizing a government agency disappearing people. We are normalizing, we're talking about it like it's no big deal that they are kidnapping people and transporting them to concentration camps, both domestic and foreign.
Let's stop. That's Tiffany Cross. I think she used to be MSNBC. They're not concentration camps. That is disgusting. And no one's being disappeared. That isn't how any of this works. That's a lie. And most importantly, these aren't American citizens. When I say it's most importantly, if you told me you were disappearing American citizens, I would have serious issue. I'd be with you shoulder to shoulder. That's not the conversation you're having. What you're having is a bunch of progressive pablum, a fit that you have not been able to stop something that Americans want stopped. It must be very upsetting for you. But once we put that to the side, concentration camp, go to hell. Not utilizing the Holocaust as your political crutch because you can't make an argument of your own. That's shameful stuff. Go to hell. We sent these people to Somalia. Where do you want to send them? Where do you want to send them? Where do you want them to be? You said no to Somalia. You said no to El Salvador, and you say no to Alcatraz Island. I'm sorry, Alligator Island. Or is it Alligator Alcatraz? It's Alcatraz. It is something with Alcatraz and alligators, and there's an island, and there's Chumpy Chump in Florida. And you've said no to everything. You don't want to get rid of people who are here illegally. We see you. But the vast majority of us want this problem solved. Americans have rights. Everybody else has got to play by our rules. And of course, being as cheap as Tiffany Cross is in this example, when I cannot win my argument, scream concentration camp, which gets to this back and forth.
That is not.
I think that's kind of insulting to.
I think it's
Jewish
insulting what they're
Holocaust
doing.
survivors.
It is not insulting to Jewish. I find it insulting that you could even fix your mouth to defend this disgusting
gas
behavior.
ovens at these?
I have never heard the expression "fix your mouth," but every time I hear something like that, the level of dismiss I have for somebody, fix your mouth. Like immediately I'm like, done, finished, goodbye, what have you. Oh, it's not demeaning to Jewish people. I don't. No one's saying they're being demeaned. But rather, when you utilize the Holocaust as your political crutch, you are denigrating it. You are dismissing it. You are diminishing what took place, and that's wrong. And of course, people should stand up and say, "Stop that," because Tiffany Cross is wrong. So I'm not sure who the person here on CNN is debating her, but they're right in this case. Continue.
It's not a death camp.
It doesn't matter. It's a concentration camp what they're doing, and they are disappearing people, claiming that these are people who have committed the most harsh crimes. But according to the reporting, less than 10% of these people have committed harsh crimes. So to do the victim Olympics and decide who had it worse, I can tell you, I can participate in that too. And everybody who says, "Oh, this is not the America I know," I can guarantee you it is the America I know. Can I finish my point, please?
Yes.
We are the fact that we're presenting this like it's political fodder, that a government agency is disappearing people. It is not a political point. It has nothing to do with Jewish people, because despite the fact that 20% of immigrants in this country are white, we do not see white people getting carted off to concentration camps. So if we can just focus on the people who are harmed the most by this, and not make yourself or somebody else the center of attention, when that's not who's getting impacted by this.
Jewish, but I'm saying,
or anyone else the center of attention.
Tensions are so heightened. Using that kind of language, I think, is not helpful.
The tensions are heightened because this BS administration is kidnapping people. It has nothing to do with my language. It has to do with the actions that are being taken by this.
Kidnapped, disappeared. How dare you question me? You're just being too sensitive. I don't know if you've ever heard a losing argument before. But there it is. That's a losing argument. No one is swayed by that. Kidnapped, disappeared, no admission of people being here illegally, and how that is a violation of the law. That part never comes up. Just how terrible the administration is. Just how terrible the country is. So you get this real understanding of how they view themselves in the world and how they view you in the world, and the answer to both is not great. No Americans are being disappeared. Some people are being removed from the country. And if you say to me, well, they didn't commit this crime and they didn't commit that crime, I say, wonderful. They should have come to the country legally. Because when they do, I'm going to be open arms, boo. Welcome. Glad you're here. Don't forget, this place is better than where you came from. Let's get to work. Don't ever forget that this place is better than where you came from. Don't decide that you got here and the country you came from was better. It wasn't. Never has been, never will be. This is the better country. Warts and all. Enjoy it. Get to work. Like the rest of us. Have fun. See you later. It's just that easy, really. Matt Bear's got